Hello, folks. Welcome to the first ever Stout Monday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews. Whiskey Scout is in Kansas and Beverage Rambles in Georgia. We may have some other people joining us because they wanted to do Stout Sunday yesterday, but scheduling would not allow it. I was working today and I said, you know what? I had a good night's sleep and work is not so bad today. Maybe we'll do Stout Monday. Well, of course, if anybody's interested and y'all work. I did a whiskey taste challenge earlier today, about 2 hours ago, and that went well, except I got it wrong. But it was still interesting, But I mean, that doggone Dimple Pinch, I've been getting Dimple Pinch wrong half the time. All right. Today, I have a stout from Louisiana, and I showed this on Stout Sunday, but I've never showed it on Stout Monday, which makes sense. This is the first one. This, in case nobody's ever heard of it, this is the Abita Chocolate Doughbears Cake Stout. And in a little while, I'll show the website. It's everywhere. All the stores are selling it right now. I paid $12.99 for the 6-pack, but I saw Rouse's has it on sale right now for $9.99. I wish I'd have seen that when I bought it.
ABV?
ABV is 8%, and it's sold around the late spring, early summer. It's a flavored stout brewed with cocoa nibs and vanilla. It's supposed to mimic chocolate Doughbears cake, which is a New Orleans cake that was invented by a woman from St. Rose, Louisiana. She died 34 years ago, but she invented the Doughbears cake, and she based it on a Hungarian, I think it's called a Doba tort or something. But anyway, they're popular in Louisiana. Chocolate Doughbears, lemon Doughbears, and then the famous half and half chocolate and lemon. But they're expensive. You're going to pay for it. But anyway, so here it is. It's from Abita. If you get Abita in your town, if you live in Kansas or Georgia or Connecticut or California, and you get Abita, you're probably not getting this one.
Nope.
I've only seen the strawberry.
We got the amber ale, the purple haze, Sir Andrew Gator, and I think that's it.
If y'all remind me later on, I'll show you a new Abita beer I bought today. All right.
So we're just going to go ahead and okay. All right.
Anytime you see a delay, it's because the doggone thing doesn't want to drag over.
All right. I brought up the website on this so I could kind of look at it too a little bit. It's like I was asking Ron if it would be all right. He said yes. It's an it's a barrel-aged imperial stout and barley wine ale. It's a Brewer's Choice 2021. I did buy this at the brewery and then the retail store up there in Kansas City. It is 14.2% alcohol by volume, and the barrel aged, it says on the website, is in both bourbon and rye barrels, and is our brewer's bold take on a black barley wine. So maybe it's more along the lines of a cuvee, something along that lines rather than a true imperial stout. But
yes,
we will try it and see anyway. Because that's got a lot of going on. That has a whole lot going on.
Looks nice. Looks really nice.
Yeah, I get the bourbon barrel right immediately on the nose when I just smelled it right coming out of the bottle like that.
Looks like a 12-ounce bottle.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, 12-ounce bottle. And it's in one of my old Castle Danger glasses from Castle Danger Brewery up in on the north shore of Minnesota on Lake Superior. 2 harbors when I was up there. Black, can't hardly see through it. It's very carbonated, though. There's a lot of carbonation bubbles developing down in there coming up, but it's not retaining the head, but that's the higher ABV. Anyway, that it for now. We'll go, John. Come back around.
14.2. They don't list the IBUs, though. Oh, well.
Nope, they don't. And that's a EBC color. That's interesting. 75. Huh? Don't know what that means.
That's the color level.
Yeah. All right, John's a pouring away.
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
hold on.
No problem, my friend.
I bought a Pepsi that's got the little widget in it, like what do they call it? I don't know. I seen it yesterday. But it's like a draft style Pepsi with the widget in the bottom.
What's Pepsi trying to do?
I don't know, but I gotta try it. I seen it at the store. It's cold now. I got 4 of them. They come in a 4-pack.
Oh man, everybody's trying to. I mean, didn't one of the soda company, I think it was Coke, trying to do some barrel something at one time? This was like maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know.
Well, they had 2. They had a vanilla draft one and then the Pepsi. And I'd stick with the cola.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with trying something new. Doesn't mean it's going to be popular. All right, what do you have?
Yeah, that's true. From Gate City Brewing here, Roswell, Georgia, suburb of Atlanta, Terminus Baltic Porter, 7.9% ABV. This impressive intersection of dark malts and mild European hops yields, excuse me, I should say. I hate when I do these later. An unconventional drinkable all occasion porter. So I wouldn't say an all occasion porter at 7.9%, but most porters that I know, like Bell's Porter, tend to be at 6. So maybe 5 or 6 around that time. But anyway, what the beer looks like right here. I've had this before on quite a few occasions and reviewed it. Very yum. And I will have my thoughts when I sip on this. Coming up.
All right.
I
had to type that into the banners.
I finally cut my hair. Good.
Oh, look at you.
My wife wants me to.
All right.
I told her I'm becoming a hippie. Sorry.
I cut my hair, but I didn't cut it too short. My father was like, don't cut it short anymore. Cut it like I have it now. He said, whoever cut your hair did it right. I said, well, I did it with a razor that I bought at Family Dollar. Electric razor. He's like, yeah, do it like that. I said, okay. I trimmed it,
Keep it simple.
It's an electric razor called Conair.
Heard of them? Yeah.
It's an old company, been around for a long time, but they used to make their products in America. Now they make them in. Take a guess. China. How'd you guess? All right. Now, anyway, chocolate Doughbears cake stout. Come into a store not near you anytime, not soon, but common in Louisiana. $9.99 to $12.99 a 6-pack. Here's the website. We'll do a screen share. Abita's always got something new coming out, And I'm going to show you something new later if you remind me. Okay. Chocolate Doughbears cake stout. Some people call it Doughbash cake. I never call it Doughbash because to me it looks like Doughbears. Anyway, layered with sweet cocoa nibs, vanilla, and milk sugar. This beer has a rich and decadent sweetness with velvety chocolate notes. No matter how you pronounce it, this cake is one of the most appreciated and desired locally created desserts for any occasion. I love Doughbears cakes myself. I don't like paying $50. All right, let's see. 8% alcohol. They use ale yeast, some kind of hop malts, which they don't bother listing, and Willamette hops. 15 IBUs, so very low bitterness. The color is very dark. The sweetness, I'm sure, is sold April to June. Doesn't really matter they say. It doesn't really matter what kind of glass you use, and then they show people that's drinking the thing. We'll stop the screen share now.
I saw a guy with a hat. On the website.
Yeah. And that cake has layers. It has cake, then pudding, then cake, then pudding, then cake, then pudding, then cake, then pudding. And then at the very top, they have another gooey, they call it fondant. And then it's covered with like a sugar crust, icing crust. All right, now.
That sounds good.
Very tasty.
It sounds good.
If you're borderline diabetic, I would not.
I don't care.
And I would not drink this.
If the ABV was higher, if the ABV was a little higher, I probably would.
Yeah, 8% is like 8% to Jean-Pierre is like 3% to everybody else. Now, yeah, my father was borderline diabetic last year, and he didn't care either. But now he's got it because he kept eating those chocolates and everything. Now, he still doesn't really care. Anyway, here it is, very dark brown, black, really. Beige head, some lacing in this cocktail glass, which I bought for 25 cents at a yard sale. Well, it's very vanilla and chocolate in the nose. It smells like a chocolate bar, okay? Like think of these popular chocolate bars. That's what it smells like. It does not smell like a beer. Like my father says, that's a beer made for people that don't like beer, but they want to get drunk. And I said, bingo. But then my father's funny, he'll say, I never liked beer either. I just drink it all the time because I like the effects. I like the effects. I said, wait a minute. Let's wait a minute. You drank beer from like 1963 when you were 19, but it was probably way before that, like 1958, when you were 14. Up until 2003, when you were 58, he claims it was 2002, but I don't believe it. You drink beer all those years, prodigiously, legendarily, irresponsibly, you might even say. And you never liked it. He's like, yeah, I just drank it for the effects. I used it as a drug. And my grandmother, his mother, was saying, don't say that, don't say that. He was like, it's the truth. Anyway, he said, but he will say, I was a fool, I was stupid, I don't drink stuff I don't like. If I don't like it, I ain't drinking it. I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
But he claims it was peer pressure. Like if you grew up in Louisiana and you didn't drink beer, people would say you were a sissy or something. But anyway, I didn't mention all the highballs he drank. But all right. Now, anyway,
he hopefully liked those more.
He used to drink highballs, but not every day. But anyway, now he watches Gunsmoke.
On the Me TV channel.
Yeah, he knows any actor that was in Gunsmoke. He could tell you when they were born, what they died from.
Great James Arness. Vanilla,
cocoa. It's funny because it tastes kind of like I don't know how they got it to taste like this. It tastes kind of like, when you're eating chocolate cake and the cake itself, like the cake, whatever that body of the cake, like the meat of the cake is not meat, but it tastes kind of like that. It's weird. In the 8%, you don't detect it. It tastes just like a kid's drink, almost like a Yoo-hoo type thing, except with real cocoa and vanilla. If you drank too many of these, you would be so sick. I mean, it would be disastrous. I mean, one is enough for me because I'm not into drinking high alcohol. Well, of course, to Jean-Pierre, this is low alcohol, but to most of America, America, this is high alcohol beers with all this sugar sweetness. It's a dessert. It's made to drink one and then let it go. So I like it. In that respect, I like it. It's not a session beer by any stretch of the imagination. And what Robert has is definitely not. But I like it. I mean, I'm going to give it a good score. I gave it a good score previously. Now we're going to the header. Oh, baby.
All right. Now, the nose, because I've already tasted it. So the nose, though, is immediately bourbon oriented. You get some of the dark malts in it. You get some chocolate in it. And you get some, I want to say, dark berries like blackberries, blueberries, along those lines, sort of a generalized dark berry note in it that's just laying there in the background. And then the figs. You get the dried figs. Now, that's just on the nose. Now, the palate changes. It's much different. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. I wish these companies, here's a complaint I have. I wish these companies would let us know whose rye and bourbon barrels they're using. I don't know. I'd like to know that.
On the flavor profile, you still get the bourbon, but you get rye now. You're still getting the chocolate and the berries. Those are still coming through. Vanilla's coming through better on the palate. Didn't really get that on those. You get that on the palate. You still get that sort of dried figs, raisiny note coming through. It doesn't, I'm not going to say you don't notice the alcohol, but it's not an intense alcohol note in it. But you do notice a bit of an alcohol note in this. Really, your taste buds on the sides and your back of your tongue, they detect a little sour note, just a little bit of a sour note. And that's from that barley wine. That's from the berries. That's where I think that berry note's coming through. It's not a bad sour note. It's not like Sour Patch Kids or anything like that. It's just a very faint, soury kind of.
Is it more tart than sour?
Tart. There you go. That's a better term. Yes. That's a much better term. But it just lingers there and it dwells. And this one, the finish hangs around. And the finish finishes very well in sort of a almost that fig and that sugary sweet note just goes right through the finish. I mean, and it just kind of hangs around. This is really I don't think you could drink more than probably 2 or 3 of them. I know I probably could without becoming a little tipsy, but I wouldn't say no. Sessionable is not the word for this. Not for a person like me anyway.
No, it's not sexual at all.
No.
So late in the evening, you're staying your butt at home. You ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. But I really like this. This has a lot going on. That barley wine brings just enough of that brown ale, light ale note, that crackery note. There is a little bit of that showing up, and it shows up more like a graham cracker per se than an actual cracker. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
You could eat peanut butter with this.
It is very good. This is a good one. I don't remember what I paid for the bottle. I know it wasn't cheap. It's been too long, but
wasn't $2.99.
No, it was not $2.99. It's maybe $10.99 for the
bottle. Oh, Lord.
But this is good. This is not what I expected. You get both. The stout does comes forward very well. Then you do get that barley wine note that kind of backs everything up. But the chocolate doesn't leave you. I'm still tasting just a little bit of chocolate just dwelling around. And it's not overly heavy on the roasted malts. They're there when you first taste it, but they kind of fade fairly quick. So
if you hit somebody with this, blind, do you think they would detect a rye and bourbon barrel?
Yeah. Well, it depends on if they're familiar with rye and bourbon, drinking rye and bourbon, yes. If they weren't familiar with it, that might just be an awkward note that they don't understand what the
They would,
taste.
yeah, like what's that funny taste?
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely there. And it's definitely anybody that's drank both rye and bourbon is going to get it. I think so. I don't think that's going to be an issue. You can smell the bourbon when you pour this. I mean, when I was pouring it, I could actually smell it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's this stuff's good. I'm liking it.
Do you think you could drink 2 in a day?
Oh, I could drink 2 in a row, but I wouldn't want to do nothing after the second one. I could tell you.
Right.
I'm just gonna be vegging and watching
Take a nap. Take a nap. That's what I would do.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Well, Jay, there's really not much information on the website, but I had to go to another site to get some stuff. But from Gate City, drinking the Terminus Baltic Porter. Hopefully, I pronounced it correct. Terminus, 7.9%. Terminus, right? So
got nothing to do with termites.
No. Terminex. So, chocolate, mild roast, caramel, coffee, brings us chocolate, Munich, hops, and brown crystal malt. So, whiff of the beer. Definitely the chocolate flavor. Definitely that heavy mild roast. You're smelling it. And definitely that coffee. So, smells great. 7.9. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
7.8% alcohol, 34
7.8.
IBUs.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 7.8.
170 calories. Well, that's not so bad. It goes
Yeah,
well. They said it goes well with roasted food, smoked food, barbecue, grilled, salty, oysters, rich stews, braised dishes. Wow.
I would say the roast, more so the roast than anything. I don't know about oysters, but if you want to do a
roast beef,
beef, goat meat, something like that, nice tender, venison, I can have something like that with this. Definitely the coffee flavor in there. I'm getting a little bit of caramel, but not overly much. And definitely the coffee is there too, but I would say the chocolate, excuse me. So I would say split, I would say you can do it 3 ways. Definitely more coffee than caramel than chocolate in this porter. Very malty and feel like almost like a nice sugary. You think you're drinking maybe a cold coffee in this porter here.
Yeah.
That's how good it is.
You have a lager. Because Baltic porters are lagers. They're not ales. Not that it matters much.
Yeah, but they've always done a good job, Gate City. I've had a couple of things I've bought from them here. Been very fortunate to see a lot of good stuff from Pontoon.
Is it more bitter than sweet?
I would say it was a tad sweet, bitter. But more sweet, just by slight edge.
Okay.
So, but this is like I said, I've had some good stuff from them, and this porter is really, really good. Is it better than Bell's? No. I mean, is it better than Founders Porter? No. I mean, those are really good, but. This is right up there. I guess those ABVs tend to be low. I know Bell's Porter, I think, is 5.6%, from what I can remember. But overall, they did a really good job with this. So I'm going to give you my score coming up. I think it's going to be very good.
Okay. Yeah, I'd buy it if I saw it, of course.
Yep.
We are starting to get more Georgia.
What's that porter?
I might see.
Jay, that porter, a lot of Gate City. I mean, you get Pontoon stuff down there. So, Pontoon Brewery, right here in Sandy Springs. What was that? What was it? No, it was a porter. That Russian porter, Baltica, right? That porter, the number from Russia.
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh
Number
yeah,
9.
from Russia. We're not allowed to talk about Russia right now. I bought a Baltica. I bought a Baltic. What am I saying? I bought a what do you call it? I bought a pontoon beer today. Pontoon beer today. But I'll talk about that later. All right, miscellaneous beer reviews. Now we got Florida. We got Louisiana.
Cheers, guys.
Florida.
Cheers.
Georgia.
Not too bad. How's everybody? I know Robert's doing all right.
I want to be better in a little bit.
Anyways, so yeah, I got a package the other day. I got some stuff from north of the border. I got some products in from Canada. It's interesting. So yeah, this is from a company called Dildo Brewing Company and Museum. This is out of Newfoundland, the Rock. This is their cacao bean brew chocolate stout. Comes in at 6%. Yeah, it says strong beer, malted barley, cacao, hops, yeast, and Madagascar vanilla beans. Yeah, I had a good buddy send me this, and it's in collaboration with Newfoundland Chocolate Company. First time having this. Kind of excited to get into it.
Yeah, never
Interesting brewery name.
I wanted to go to Newfoundland once, but it didn't work out. I've never been there, but I've been to all the other eastern provinces.
Nice. Yeah, my buddy's up there, and he drinks a lot of stuff from this company, and it's always intrigued me. So, yeah, poured up a huge head there. It's kind of, I don't know, Swiss cheese like memory foam almost. 3 fingers. It's I don't know. I wouldn't say it may be a mocha colored head. Beer is dark, opaque. Definitely gets some brown hues on the bottom. Yeah.
What was the ABV?
Or you guys have gone and you've done tasting and everything already?
Yeah. Where was the ABV?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a nice roasty coffee to it. It doesn't smell acrid. Like that 2-day-old burnt coffee that you get sometimes.
What's the ABV on it?
6%.
6. Okay.
I'm trying to find it on their website. I don't see it on the website.
This is I guess one of their special ones that they come out with, because they usually have pretty plain Jane looking cans. And he said he saw some sportier stuff, so he picked some up. It was like a guinea pig thing. He's like, all right, I'm going to send it off, and we'll see what happens. And they got here.
Okay, so let me put this in the banners. So it's I was looking on the website, and they don't have it listed. So it's called what's it called again?
Cacao bean brew.
Sorry.
And what's the ABV, Miscellaneous, again?
6% ABV.
Brew at 6% from Canada. Okay, Newfoundland. And interestingly, Newfoundland was never part of Canada until 73 years ago. 73 years ago, Newfoundland was a British colony that voted to join Canada as the new province, but Newfoundland was always a separate country. That's kind of interesting. All right, anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm getting some nice chocolate notes off of this. It's more like a semi-sweet, definitely not bitter. Doesn't smell bitter on the baker's chocolate side. Those vanilla beans are coming through nice. It's just melding really well with the coffee and the chocolate and the nice hints of vanilla. Other than that, that's pretty much what I'm getting. I'm going for a sip. Cheers, guys. Yeah, that head's going down pretty quick.
Cheers. I'd show the website, but they don't have it listed, so there's nothing to show.
That's actually the name of the town.
Yeah. They have a K.
Right.
It lists the mayor. It lists as Jimmy Kimmel.
What?
It actually lists Jimmy Kimmel.
That's a town in Canada, in Newfoundland. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
A village, more like a village,
Yeah. I'd say this is about medium. It's medium bodied.
Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Carbonation's about medium as well. You're getting nice roasted malts, slight hints of coffee. The chocolate's there. It is on the flavor. It's a little bit more on the bitter side, leaning towards baker's chocolate. The vanilla, it's light, it's subtle, it's not overbearing. I think it melts in really well with the product. Well, you know, I haven't had anything north of the border, and I'm sure their water profile is different. There is a little. I can taste something. I'm not going to say that it's similar to metallic, and I've seen it in some like some Belgian beers and things like that, where I think it's more the water profile, or it could be some acidity coming through from the coffee, which is throwing me that direction. But overall, it's pretty good for a 6% stout. I've got no complaints, and it was a gift, so I didn't have to pay for it.
Hey, that's always a good thing.
Yep, that's always a bonus.
Not bad.
It's the way you find out whether you like something, whether you know, without investing a lot of money.
Yeah, I only had 2 options in the fridge, and I'm like, all right, let's go. But no, yeah, those beers that Robert got, it was great down here. They call it their R&R series, and it was their reserve. They came out in a sixer. It came with 2 of those imperial stout barley wines. Yeah. It came with 5. They did a barrel aged stout in 5 different barrels, and then they had a barrel-aged imperial porter. I don't think anything was under 12%. They were pretty big.
No, when me and Sarah was up there during one of her, I think it was her first chemo session at the very end of it.
Bumpy some.
I bought a 6-pack, pick a 6-pack at the brewery, and that was one I picked out. And I think actually I got a 6-pack. When you buy the 6-pack, it comes at a different price than individual bottles. So it's probably cheaper, but I have no clue what I paid, honestly.
That was a good product. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. It's worth every penny.
John and Bumpy are coming out with a video on that. I think they collabed on that one.
Yeah. It's worth every penny.
So, yeah. I see, Ron, you had the Doughbears Shake Stout hole. That's a very good product.
Good timing. No, saying having a good time in New England, having a good beer drinking time in New England.
Yeah. So,
my friend David called me today, and he was excited because he got a 6-pack of a little something for $7.99. I said that's a good deal.
Lagunitas.
Yeah, a little something for $7.99.
Yeah. That's really good. That's a good product.
He's on the phone drinking it, and he's telling me this thing's kind of heavy. I'm only going to drink one. He said, I'm only going to drink one tonight. This thing's kind of heavy. I said, okay.
Hey,
but
Miscellaneous,
you liked it.
Well, Bigfoot, ain't that Yeti Brewing?
Bigfoot, Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada. Okay. I get them confused.
Okay, you got to give the question because I got to give my score.
Yeah. Miscellaneous, what is your favorite imperial stout that you like?
That's a hard one. Oh, so many choices, man. Let me come back at you with that one.
Okay, no problem.
I need to. There's so many. I got to delve through the archives.
Which is interesting, since I've been up here to Georgia, I have not been able to find 1050 nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's the seasonal one. It comes out around like August. I think it usually comes out the 1050. It's unfortunate that they stopped making the stovepipes, and now you can only get 4-pack of 12-ounce cans of that. And they're expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do. I've seen it. They come out with the 1050, and then they have that's the silver writing on it, and then the barrel aged one has the gold.
Right. And those two I have not been able to find at all since I've been up here. Again, I'm only 2.5 hours away from North Carolina, so right there, right at the borderline. I say, what's going on?
My favorite imperial stout is Founders CBS, but guess what? They don't make it anymore.
Well,
by the way, I did buy the CBSJ when I was down
You
there back in January around my birthday. So
you
There's
could
still
break
some
that up
float-
into
There's
two
still some
things. You
floating
could,
around. You gotta go searching, but it's
Yeah,
out there.
you could say your favorite imperial stout that you can get, and the favorite imperial stout that's no longer made. I mean, you can break
Right,
that down
right.
into
But they'll probably bring it back. They probably took it off market on purpose to create like anticipation.
Had to make room for all the new KBS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause I agree.
the
CBS
beat
is definitely. I don't know if it's not my favorite. It's right up there with probably
KBS.
has been my favorite.
I could get KBS very easily here, and whether the original, of course, I tried the hazelnut recently, uploaded that on my channel. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
But if
My friend
I
David-
go with one that I can go get off the shelf just about anywhere, I would have to go with it's a local product from Kaw River Brewing, that Shmoo Whale. I really like that imperial stout. That's good stuff.
Well,
Yeah, I wish I
yeah.
wish I could.
Why don't they bring
get
that
some
back?
of that.
Bring that back. Bring that back. Anyway, we did a CBS video and it's still posted. And my friend David wanted to do an infusion. He was like, "This stuff needs whiskey," so I got some Heaven Hill whiskey. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's more booze in that stout already. Infused with whiskey.
that was him. That was him. So we poured the Heaven Hill in there, and then he was like, "Now it's good. Now it's good." Are you kidding me?
He's full
Hold
of
on
it.
a
It was
second.
good before.
That's crazy, but yeah, I was able to
I have
figure
to
out
say, I mean, CBS is definitely up on my list. I do prefer it over. I do prefer it over the KBS.
I do too.
One of the good. Recently, I did one. I did a review on a Mortalis stout that was out of this world.
I still have one CBS and one KBS in the fridge back there. I still got one of the luscious one they did too. I've seen it.
Raspberry chocolate. Yeah.
But
I'm like I said, there's a new spot that just opened up 2 months ago called the Local Vine. I was able to get a lot of good stuff there, like Tiger Beer, and which I reviewed, and a few other things. And I'm going to ask them if I can get the and they got the New Holland milk stout, and they got the Nitro new milk stout as well. And KBS, a bunch of KBS stuff as well. I'm going to ask if they can get the CBS from Founders. They say, well, we'll see what we can do right now. We're in the summer months right now, but once CBS gets available, I think later on, whatever year that is, they're going to try to make an effort to kind of order it and bring it to that.
Yeah, but there's no CBS
No more?
production for.
Oh wow!
No, they stopped making it.
Okay.
No, you might get some old bottles somewhere, but there's no production.
yeah,
But anyway, we did the infusion. My father was calling. We did the infusion. It was nice, but now the score, I gave it a 94 out of 100. You can see chocolate Doughbears cake stout. I don't know if they get it in Florida where Miscellaneous is.
I have had that. That's a really good product. I enjoyed
You
it
think
thoroughly.
94 is too high? Or
No, I think that's right in the ballpark yeah.
so I'm saying a
I would
solid
definitely buy
beer.
it
It's
again if I saw it. I would buy it again.
Yeah, I can get it again, and it's a dessert beer, so you couldn't drink more than too many. One or two at the most. I'm satisfied with one because it's so rich and chocolatey. It kind of turn your stomach after a while. But anyway, as far as promos, we got Wednesday. We're going to examine Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. This is the 60th anniversary. Happy birthday, Mickey's. I might only be by myself doing it, but anyway, if I do a solo review, I guess I'll do a solo, But anyway, and then but maybe some people will join with Mickey's. Then
I'll do my best to find it.
What day is it?
Wednesday at 7:20 Eastern.
I go get a 40.
Wednesday, you mean 6:20 Central Time, 7:20 Eastern?
Right.
In case you
right.
forgot the last malt liquor review with the 40 of Mickey's, I'll redo it.
It's common. Yeah, in Louisiana, Mickey's is very common. So in other states, you can get it, you know. But anyway, Friday is Fandango Friday, Liqueur, and then we're going to try to do Stout Sunday this Sunday, and I think we'll do it. I have a bunch of stouts that I bought mostly for. As far as tomorrow morning at dawn, I've got this problematic. I call it a problematic whiskey because I can't tell it apart from other ones. But it's called the Dimple Pinch. It's been on the market since 1893. There are different versions of it. You might find an 86 proof. I got the 80 proof. I got the 15-year age, but you might find a 12-year age. But anyway, I know one thing you won't find: a website for it. There's no web page listing, so forget it.
I have never seen the 12-year aged.
I haven't either, but there's photos all over the internet, you know, clearly showing 12-year age.
Okay.
And there's 86 proof. I think the guy we used to watch, well, we still watch, but he doesn't videos anymore. From South Africa, remember the whiskey?
Whiskey Couch.
Whiskey Couch. He did
Yep.
he did an 86 proof, which was interesting. But this has been on the market since 1893, and Diageo loves it so much they don't even mention it on their website, so they have a lot of regard for it. But I'm going to go up against two products that I got a great deal on. No joke. I got a great deal. Dewar's 15-year age.
Okay.
I hope Dewar's 15 year, but I'm not. I have no confidence.
How did you find a half pint of that?
Oh no, these are little mini bottles.
Oh, because they're going to say both of my 15 and my 18 are full-size bottles.
Yeah, and I got such a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. So I told the girl at the checkout in the little cabinet, the little glass case, plexiglass case. I told her every bottle in the case. She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Every bottle in the case. Give me every bottle in the case." So she pulled them out. But I got to do it 18-year age, and when I got it so cheap. I mean, it was like craziness. There was no way I wasn't buying it. That's $67 a bottle for the rest. So you would and pray that this would win easily, but you never know. I'll tell you what, you never know. And then I'll show y'all one thing, Jean. I need two more things. All right, hold on, just a second.
All right. So I'll be on the lookout for some stuff myself. Oh, it's been a long day today.
All right, so two more things. So yesterday I bought this. They had a good sale on it, and it was it's from Ireland. It's been on the market for 6 years. It's called Connery's Irish Cream Liqueur.
Oh, okay.
And Sazerac has other Irish creams, but the other ones are called Irish style creams, meaning they're made in Kentucky. But this one is actually made in Ireland. That's why they call it Irish cream liqueur. It's made
I've never
in
seen
Ireland.
that one either.
Yeah, O'Connery's. It only costs $9.49, and I have a feeling it's going to be delicious. But and then Jean-Pierre,
I haven't ran across an Irish cream that I didn't like yet. That's the truth. Even the cheap ones.
Oh man, even the McCormick's was good, right? The McCormick's.
Oh yeah, McCormick's fine. But St. Brendan's, that's my favorite in coffee. It just.
Get ready, Jean-Pierre.
The barrel, Barney. Wait, let me see. The Abita, Barney. What does it say on the side? You kind of froze a little bit. What does it say on the side? Purple Haze and Andy Gator. Wow.
Oh wow.
Well, didn't they do a stronger haze? Purple Haze. Didn't they do a stronger one years ago or several? I know the straw lager.
No, this is Abita Purple Haze blended with Andy Gator, 6.1%. It's a mixture like Robert was doing tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the Straw Gator,
All right.
the Straw Gator is really good. The Strawberry Lager and the Andy Gator, that's 8%. They kept it at 8%, which is good. That's superb. I enjoy that, and if I do come back to Mobile and visit, I will be on the lookout and bring some back up here to Georgia, since I haven't seen that one yet. Again, we only get the only 3 variants of Andy Gator. I mean, 3 variants of Abita beer. Excuse me, Abita.
Okay.
Right. I'm trying to pull Robert. Technical problem.
I am going to give this wonderful stuff a 98. I really like it. In fact, I think if you bought a 6-pack and you just drank one a week, I think it'd just be worth it to hang around in the fridge and drink one a week, just for the flavor, just to enjoy the flavor profile once a week. That's how much, I like it. As far as what's coming up. Go ahead.
No, as I said, the people that would say, you just want to get drunk. That's a ridiculous thing to say, because we could go buy 100 proof vodka, 100 proof vodka somewhere.
If I want to get drunk, within arm's reach, 1, 2. Well, a little out of arm's reach. 3. If I want to get drunk, I can get drunk. That's not an issue at all. I'm just talking for to enjoy the flavor once a week. Yeah, you make a good point.
Right. I understand. I understand. Other people are trying to be jerks,
But anyway, this was just released last week. My review on this one, the Ben Nevis 1996 exclusive malts. It's really good sherry. Ben Nevis is an odd distillery. They just generally put out a 10-year-old. That's it. To get anything really much older, you usually have to go to an independent bottler like the Exclusive Malts Company. Really like it. Really good choice there. But Motorhead, Ace of Spades should be coming out tomorrow. Tonight, late tonight, tomorrow, 12 a.m., whatever that is. That's when I scheduled it for. It's a good bourbon, guys. I have this thing about bourbons and rock stars and all that other stuff, and you just really sell them more of a name than a bourbon. And this isn't even a Kentucky straight bourbon. This is North Dakota. It tells you right there on it. Distilled, barrel, blended, and bottled at Proof Artisan Distilleries, Fargo, North Dakota. Gives the distillery number on it. It's 4 years old. It's a good product at 4 years old. It's 45% alcohol by volume. It even gives you, like I said, the age of it and the mash bill on the front. Not many bourbons do that. You got to go online to look that sort of stuff up. It's a good product. It's just not being so. Now, it's not an outstanding product as far as is there anything, a real wow factor here with this? No, there's not really a real wow factor anywhere with this. But it is a solid bourbon. It drinks well. There's no detractors. There's no wonky taste, no funky crap going on. It's just a solid tasting good bourbon. And there's something to be said for that. I bought it in Missouri. I hadn't seen it in Kansas. When we was over there and my wife was on a stained glass buying trip, I stopped in a liquor store and they had it. I think I paid $41 for it. It was worth it to me.
Wow, that's pretty good, man.
Anyway, gets my seal of approval. Watch the video if you want. Because I pretty much gave the video away. Other than I think I called Lenny. Excuse my French. I'm sorry about that.
Any more promos?
No, that's going to be it. Well, I'm going to have another one I'm going to shoot coming up. It's a 9-year-old. It's a 9-year-old Scotch. It'll be an independent bottling too. I don't want to give a whole lot away on that just yet, but it costs mid-80s for the bottle, or it's low to mid-80s for the bottle. After I bought it and drank about half the bottle, I started scouring everywhere I could find to find another one. I just purchased a second.
Wow.
When I
Wow.
purchase the second bottle, that should tell you something.
It tells
So-
me a lot. Now, talking about independent bottlings.
Yeah, I've seen Lismore's. I never had one. I've never had one. I've seen it, but
Yeah, talking about independent bottlings. I bought one. You know, I said, oh well, heck. And I'll say this much: this company wrote me back. I wrote them an email to Scotland, and they replied within 12 hours.
wow, that's good.
Yeah, to give me some information that I was asking about. So, cheers to Lismore or Limore, whatever. All right, now, Jean-Pierre, score premiers.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good porter, very excellent. I'm going to go 92 out of 100 for this one. Well done by them. Like Gate City, again, I have a lot of stuff. I've had some things from them. Well, 3 beers I've reviewed, and they're very, very easily to get, very reasonably priced for a craft brew. What I have coming up on my channel, hopefully y'all enjoy the Dogfish Head Worldwide Stout that Robert you gave me. Thank you, excellent, fabulous. And I also did the Tiger after previous attempts to do the Tiger video. The one I wanted to do, I was not too happy with that video, so I changed it and uploaded another one. So
I watched it. I watched.
yeah. The first one you'll be like, nah. And I looked at it and said, nah, there's no way in hell I'm posting that on YouTube. Just no, man. You know, I just came back. I spent the night at his house, and I was a little. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, I have a couple of beers. I'm going to be. I got a couple of beers. Hold on, let me just point them out, and I'll show you what I have. And yeah. So anyway, I haven't done this one yet. I thought I did, but I didn't. And I looked at my channel, so I'm sure y'all gonna miss one. So
Yeah, I had that the other day.
Yeah, that's a winner. That's a winner.
So I'm gonna upload that one. I got the from Cadence Brewing right here in Georgia. This is their Belgian style ale. So Belgian style ale.
Cadence. Yeah, I'd like to try that. Yeah.
North Georgia made,
Cadence.
and this one is a interesting beer, an organic Farm Island Brewing organic IPA. If you can see that they're farmland. Yeah, so I got that, and of course, Robert, I still got one more beer that you gave me. I got to review that sour stout. I think it's like 16%.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that farmland from Trader Joe's? Because I bought a bunch of organic.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
From I bought that at Trader Joe's from Farm Island Brewing, Portland, Maine, certified organic. But this is sold at Trader Joe's. That's where I bought it at.
Right, but it's not just sold there, but it is predominantly sold there. Yeah. I tried that. That's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting beer. Yeah.
Well, those are the 3 I have coming up, and whatever I get during the week, just watch my channel. Stay tuned.
I hope you get some Mickeys.
That might be tough to find, but we will see come Wednesday. Yeah, I could get Mickey's. Mickey's easily here. So, yeah. Mickey's a winner. It's one of my standbys. One of my standby beers. But
oh yeah, I like it. I do. All right. So yeah, thoughts on the cacao bean brew. Honestly, for a 6% stout, I'm satisfied with it. I have a lot of these some lower stouts like this, and I drink them, and I'm kind of like, it's a little watery, or it's too thin. I think this is part of the course for it's a good beer. I would purchase it again if I could get it. I'd have to travel out of the country, but yeah, I feel comfortable scoring this at a 94. Not bad at all Flavors are good. It's not doesn't have any weird astringency, anything like that. Very enjoyable product. Shout outs for me Wednesday around 8:30 after Ron's Mickey's review and Eric's Wildcard Wednesday. I'm going to be hosting a Bourbon County Kerry Wood examination with me, Michael Kormeroff, Bumpy Road, and Alex the Beer Master. More people are welcome. If you can find the product, you're more than welcome to join. Should be interesting. I haven't had it yet. I've been patiently sitting on it, trying to find enough people to
I'm sure I
make a
could get
video.
that.
Yeah, and then Thursday is my typical Thursday night beer session. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm just going to review some products in succession. I've had a few beer mails lately and a good delivery come in. So I've got a lot of products. I have shot a couple videos. I'm going to try and get back in the swing of that. I'm busy a lot. I work a lot. So that's pretty much it. Most people know the usual players, so go check them out. Always something going on in the beer community, almost every day of the week.
Yep.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Can't argue with that. Can't
Nice
argue with
seeing
that.
you. I ain't seen you in a
Welcome.
minute.
All right. Well, yeah, good seeing
My
everybody,
fault.
and glad everybody joined. And it's just hard to join, with scheduling and all. And I was at a lot of college baseball games this year, and Juice East.
I've never seen an IPA from that company.
Well,
They're always pushing
out of
that
Denver.
sage, that sage sour and something else, and that's all we get from them.
Double dry hopped. I got to get something lighter. It's only 6%.
They make good products.
Yeah.
Though.
So
Good stuff.
tomorrow, at some point tomorrow, you'll drink that. What you trying to say? Oh no. Well, folks, sorry, I can't answer for that. I would never follow a 14.2 with a.
What?
I would have suggested.
That's a product I'd really like to get.
A little crispy.
Beer Hounds is talking about. Elysian came out with a different version of the Space Dust. I've heard is really good.
I've had Elysian before, but I can't think of it.
Something new out on the market. They're Dank Dust.
Yeah, we drank the Dank Dust a few weeks ago at my friend David's house. It smelled like a Rush concert.
That's the word on the street. That's what I heard.
Love Rush. Love me some Rush.
Well, in your last comment, yeah, I went to a Rush concert in 1984, and I was like, wow, this is a very pungent aroma. But
all those left-handers.
anyway, in
Sawyer.
New Orleans is very straight laced. No bad stuff going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I was in Port Arthur when the dang Baton Rouge was murder capital. That was a sketchy place back then.
When I
You
pulled
could
in to
get
get
busted
gas
by
in New
Steven
Orleans, there was a
Seagal
guy
back then.
standing in the middle of the road selling 8-balls to people on both sides of the road. And I went, I'm not so sure this is where I want to be.
All these negative people. Yeah, in Port Arthur, that's the paradise, the Texas paradise. But I went to Port Arthur 2 years ago, and I thought, wow, what a beautiful place. But
Look how thick that is.
Lots of sugar.
Yeah,
cane
look at it.
somewhere
Looks like
everywhere. Lots of cane fields out there.
yeah,
You can't even see through that, baby.
that looks
That
like
is haze on haze.
some kind of
Haze for
juice.
days. Yeah.
Hey, well, Miscellaneous, you lived in Texas for a while, huh?
No, I went to Texas when I was on vacation in Louisiana.
Oh, wait
I
a
haven't
minute.
lived in Texas.
You mean you were in Port Allen? You were in Port Allen.
Port Allen. Sorry, yeah, I misspoke. My bad. You're right, Port Allen. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. It's been a long time.
Hey, it started with an
Yeah.
A. That's
You
close.
got
Port
just
Allen,
got
Port
it.
Arthur.
Yeah.
Port
Yeah,
Allen.
because
So,
Port Arthur is in Texas. Yeah, Port Allen
cool.
is in West.
I'm
West
glad you
Baton Rouge
caught
Parish.
that. I spaced. It's my first beer, Evan. I'm not in the zone yet.
Meantime, folks. All right. Oh, look, the fabulous Bud Ice, America's favorite draft ice beer. All right.
I seen that the other day. I thought about buying a 6-pack, but I bought a 6-pack of this instead.
I've been drinking that ever since they took my Keystone Ice away.
I know.
SOB.
Just something that,
Oh my gosh.
it's gonna be my last beer of the night, and then I'm gonna go drink some tea and read a book.
You lie. You're gonna drink more beer.
He is going to read a book.
I'm home, so I'm in my place. I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, here's my new book.
Well,
The Scottish Way.
the only thing I'm drinking tonight is water, believe me. And I'm going to brush my teeth and drink water, and then I'm going to be up at, of course, I'm going to be up at 5:30 with a whiskey taste challenge, so I can't say too much. But anyway, y'all take care. I want to thank Robert, the Whiskey Scout from Kansas, joining. Beverage Ramble from Georgia joining. Miscellaneous Brew Reviews from Florida joining. Myself from Louisiana. Everybody take care. But the big important stout is Stout Sunday. And Stout Sunday will return on the 15th of May. All right. And that's it. So take care, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.
Night night. America, the world.